Hey guys, it's Peter Brown here. I'm with Scott Butterworth, who just got a chance to look at the latest version of Star Fox for Wii U. Scott, I played this back at E3, and I walked away a little bit unimpressed because Nintendo put a lot of effort into making sure that the gamepad was utilized to its fullest extent, and in doing so, it kind of divided up the game a bit. Like, I had to aim with the gamepad, but I could only see where my ship was going if I looked up at the television, and that created a really odd experience for me where I felt like, one, it wasn't as traditional a Star Fox as the game looked, and two, the controls weren't intuitive enough for me to just jump right in. I'm curious how your experience was playing this new build.
I think I'm feeling maybe a little more optimistic because I can kind of see where they're going with it. The controls still function largely the same way. I mean, it is still that split, cockpit view on one screen and third-person perspective on the other screen. You can now switch which screen displays which display. So if you want your cockpit view up on the TV, you can do that. You can actually swap, so whatever feels more intuitive to you. But yeah, ultimately, you are still trying to dart your eyes between two separate screens in an effort to kind of get a better idea of what's actually happening in the game. I do get what they're going for. I mean, like, if anybody who's played any traditional Star Fox game knows that if you're trying to, like, shoot a turret on the ground, for example, you're also going to be kind of flying into the ground in the process because you can only shoot where your ship is pointed. So I think divorcing those two things, allowing your ship to fly in one direction while you aim in another direction, fundamentally makes a lot of sense. And in fact, almost creates a layer of skill that wasn't there before. The only issue is it kind of works better on paper than it does in practice, and I think that may just reflect the fact that neither of us had a truly substantial amount of time to play the game and to really adjust to what's ultimately a very new approach to this kind of game. So I'm hoping that with time, that idea will pay off because, again, I think the idea is good.
When I played Star Fox for Wii U, I didn't notice that the level design had benefited in any way from the ability for you to look around while you're shooting, for example.
Sure.
Like, it didn't seem to allow Nintendo, or Platinum in this case, to make the levels any more different. It still looked like the old Star Fox levels, just with this added layer that I wasn't used to. Did you notice anything where it felt like this aspect of this level is only possible now that they've made these changes?
Clearly, certain boss encounters in particular are designed with this dual screen approach in mind. One of the alternate routes that you can find leads to a boss encounter that has you in all range mode, and you have to shoot a bunch of like spider robots off of a tower.
Right, yeah.
And the way that you approach them, it actually makes more sense to sort of be looking at the screen so you can aim precisely and shoot down on top of them. Is the thing, like, their weak point is on the top of their body, so you have to kind of like fly over them and shoot down directly on top of them. So clearly that enemy was designed to capitalize on this particular approach to the gameplay. So I think they were mindful of it, and I would hope that as you play, you'll find more instances like that. So I think the Star Fox game that people want is in Star Fox Zero somewhere. It's just hopefully we'll be able to like dig past that initial layer of potential frustration and learn to sort of embrace and enjoy this more sort of nuanced and demanding gameplay. And once we're able to embrace that, we'll be able to truly enjoy all of the, long-standing aspects of the series that we've always loved.
I hope you're right. We'll know in a few weeks. Star Fox for Wii U comes out in April.